Hello everyone, and welcome back to the finale of Let's Play The Legend of Zelda, the Minish Cap. You are persistent, aren't you? So you've come to stop my little ceremony. Well, you're too late. A mere 3 more chimes of the bell will bring the ceremony to its end. And with the 3rd toll of the bell, I will become like a god. And your Princess Zelda will be nothing more than cold, dead stone. There's no time! Quickly, Link! To the roof! And this section is timed. You have to get through these next 3 rooms within a certain amount of time. Mind you, the bell will automatically chime every time you enter a new room. Like so. Did you hear that, Link? Hurry, there are only 2 chimes left. Right, in this room, there are indeed 4... my volume was freaking out there for a second. 4 switches you have to be on with your guys, but luckily their sword slashes count. And welcome to the most pain-in-the-ass room in the game. Another bell is tolled. Just 1 more chime and all our work will have been for naught. Why is it a pain in the ass? First off, you got 2 red dark nuts, which is alright, but then you got a black one. And yeah, they like to knock me around. I think we're in here for another 2-ish minutes? Yeah, around that, actually. More often than not, because it is actually timed, it's not just enter a room and such. And the bell will toll, it is legitimately timed, it's just that it's set to ring if you enter a new room. You can get stuck here for a bit, and I've had times where I made it all this way perfectly, and then that one black dark nut decided to be an a-hole, and keep me around until the bell rang. If it was just red dark nuts, I'd have no problem. But no, they have to be a-holes about all this. Well, at least I get to listen to the awesome battle theme, because I do like this little surprise battle theme. It's short and repetitive, but it's nice. And more eyes. Seriously, I'll get into why there are so many eyes in this dungeon in about 5 minutes. Maybe less. Although it'll become fairly apparent as to why in much less time. Can you please die, sir? I know you're a Dark Knight, but still, that is no excuse. You are not Batman. You cannot always live. Even then, I'm pretty sure Batman died a couple times in the comics anyway. Well, at least I'm right in front of the door. Just a few more moments and the ceremony would have been complete. You really are obsessed with stopping me, aren't you? Ah, very well. I have not yet drained all the life force housed in Princess Zelda, but what I have should suffice. I shall be transformed. Unstoppable. But let me first attend to the pesky worms who would trifle with me. Oh, you dick! I will have no more of you interfering with my plans. Let me show you true power. Final boss of the game against Vaati. This form, I believe, is called Vaati Transformed. I forget. Each one of them has their name, but yeah. This first phase is going to be having 2 eyes circling around him. They go down 2 sword strikes, and then once you beat them all, or vaporize them both, more accurately, that eye in the center of his stomach will open up, and then you can damage him. That fire will have the same effect as normal fire, so watch out for that. It is dangerous. Also, I gotta say, I love the design of this guy. On the second phase, once you defeat the first 2 eyes, he'll start having 4, and they will generally have lasers throwing out of them. And it's also at this point he'll start moving around a bit when his eyes open. If you can't tell, Vaati has a thing for eyes. In fact, we'll be seeing that a lot more. And if you damage him enough, he'll start having black balls of darkness like the one he threw at Zelda at the beginning of the game around the eyes. Just use your Gusto to suck it up, then slash them. It's no big deal. However, this is around the time he starts teleporting, which is never fun. And he'll also teleport during the section where you have to hit his eye as well. That's why this takes a while. In fact, the teleporting is the most annoying thing about the boss. Though I do love the boss theme. It's a remix of Vaati's theme. In fact, I think it might be the exact same as Vaati's theme. I can't really tell if there's a difference. Either way, it's a fantastic song. This, honestly, Vaati, whatever form this is rather easy. Yeah. But with enough damage, he will slowly explode. And we also get a change of scenery. Well, you seem to have some fight in you. I commend your bravery. But you will not survive this. I am filled with a power that you cannot begin to understand. Do you think that puny sword will save you from me? Holy eyeball man. This is actually Vaati transfigured. Actually, I was wrong there earlier. The first form's called Vaati Reborn. Basic strategy of this fight is, first off, get your bow and arrow out. As I will realize in... probably around now. Or maybe not. I forget when I realize it. Here we go. Get your bow and arrow out and shoot the orbs around him. If they turn red, you need... find where 4 of them turn red, and then split yourself in that exact pattern. And then hit all 4 eyes at once, he will fall, and then you can start actually damaging him. It's not always the bottom 4, though. It can be any of the relative 4. But they're always in a line like that. They're never like half on one side, half on another. That'd be just plain dickish if they did that. I even love this boss theme even more. Also, another eyeball. Those who have played Four Swords Adventures, at least, I think Four Swords and Four Swords Adventures, either one will do, might be able to recognize this now. If it turns blue, that means that it's just, you don't have to damage that one at all. Usually that's just a... yeah. And you can, in fact, destroy this purple stuff that he's spreading around with your sword. Honestly, the most annoying thing about the boss fight itself is the erratic movement he has. Because of how erratically he moves, it's rather hard to hit him at times, or at least get off your split attack. Though I love the shadow effect his sprite has. And again, I think I've mentioned it before quite a few times, but this game just looks amazing for Game Boy Advance standards. So much animation. Okay, that's really... the rocks aren't that annoying, and the electric attacks can be annoying if you're in the middle of spin attacking after splitting, because I think you're vulnerable during that phase. But really, this form isn't that much harder than the first. Also, make sure you don't accidentally touch a different tile than you don't want to, because that can get annoying. Also, don't be like me right now, and don't let it spread too far. But with enough hits, Vaati's Transfigure also goes down. What? What is this madness? I have the power of a god. I have unstoppable might. How could I lose to a child? Because of high blood pressure. You did it! Impressive! Now quickly, we must break the curse on Zelda. Rightio, Eslo. Hey, that rhymed. So, Link, now that you have the power of the Four Sword, you must return Princess Zelda to normal. Just like all the rest, spin attack and aim it right at her. Let's see if I can remember her voice. Link, thank you so much for saving me. When I was turned to stone, I saw visions of you as if in a dream. It looks like the curse has been broken. I'm glad we made it in time. No, the castle's collapsing. It's too dangerous here. Quickly, we must escape from the castle. This door is blocked. We have no choice. Head back to the sanctuary. Right. Alrighty then. In fact, this is pretty much more than anything a last supply opportunity, because you remember that little room of fairies and such. I recommend you use that at least once or twice to get your health back up to full, fill up any bottles, and resupply on any items you may need, because we may be stuff may be down, but it's not out. Hello, my little fairy friends. Also, I love this remix of the Ocarina of Time escaping from the castle theme. It's not as good as the original, but it's still rather nice. What the? You will not escape, boy. Now you will see the true power of the Light Force. For I have become Vaati, the master of this world. That's totally not overdramatic. But it's overdramatic for a reason, because now he's huge. And now I can finally say it. Vaati here is actually the exact same Vaati that is in the Four Swords Adventure and Four Swords game. This is the form that would appear in that game, though. Strategy for this boss fight, he'll send his arms around, use your cane of Pachi, I hear it's Pachi actually, as of recently. And you must go into that little hole that opens up in his arm. Although, right now he's being a camping idiot and blocking the door. And once you're in here, you're gonna see these little weird blood cell things. Slash the one that has the red pupil. That's the only one that counts for damage. And upon doing so, like with Mazal earlier in the game, that arm will self-destruct, leaving him disarmed. And then second first, same as the first. And I've just gotta say this right now. While my favorite theme in the game is Cloud Tops, we have a really close contender for second right here. The final boss fight against Vaati's Wrath, which is what this boss form is called. Oh my god, it's so good! And in the second arm, it's actually going to be dark, so get out your lantern. This is actually going to be the last time we're using the thing. In fact, this boss, the overall boss fight between all three forms of Vaati, use a lot of your items. Also, I like how his pupil follows you. But at this point, because both his arms are destroyed, he'll sprout wings, and then those 4 eyeballs in front of him will open up. He'll shoot lightning out, which is annoying, especially because if it hits even any of your images, it'll go, you'll take damage. And then the eyes will glow blue, and then you have to enter a tennis with Ganon situation where you need to hit the energy balls they shoot out right back at them. Really, this boss fight, though, can be annoying, if only because The hit detection on these eyes is a bit wonky. There'll be times when all 4 hit, because all 4 of them have to be destroyed in one swipe. There can be no... if you leave one still alive, they'll all regenerate. There are times where you'll hit all 4, and it'll still not count. Like that! I hit all 4 there. I should have gotten the point for that. Luckily, one strategy you can do to speed up yourself is, if you miss... Oh, that's annoying. If you dissipate your, split copies via over time, and you're holding a spin attack, the spin attack will actually carry over and you'll go immediately into another charge. I could have worded that so much better, but I don't care. By the way, I love the background. And there's more eyes all over the place. In fact, for some reason, even before he had this weird eye thing going on with him, eyes were pretty much the logo for Vaati. Mind you, by this point, I think either 4 Swords Adventures or 4 Swords for the original Game Boy Advance that came with the A Link to the Past cart was already out, so maybe that's why this is probably them just explaining his origins. See, look, that hit all 4. The hell game. Really, though, all 3 forms of Vaati, though, aren't that difficult. Some of them have annoyances that can happen, like the teleportation in Vaati Reborn. Just Vaati transfigures movement, and this guy with his kind of wonky collision detection. Unless you do that. But it's overall easy. And they all have fantastic music, so I don't mind. Ow. I'm trying to remember, I think actually, I'm not sure, I haven't actually gotten close enough to this guy in a while to take, touch damage, so I forget if he actually does that much touch damage, but he doesn't actually have that many ways of hurting you. In fact, once the arms are gone, it's only the, electricity that really has a good chance of hitting you. That hit all 4! I call shenanigans. Shenanigans. But, with enough hits, Vaati's goes down for good. Fool. But the light force. My power. I had such power. And he does his best Mega Man boss impression. Link, thank goodness you're all safe. You defeated Vaati. You did well. But we lost so much. The castle. All those people. What's happened? The curse. Defeating Vaati broke the curse he cast upon me. My name is Eslo, master of Minish lore and sorcery. The mage's cap was my creation, but its limitless power has caused nothing but trouble for the humans. Is there any way you can forgive me? I know many have fallen and much of the castle has been destroyed. But it is too soon to give in to despair. My curse has been broken, and Zelda still possesses some of the light force. Perhaps together we can do something. If one with a just heart wears this cap, things can be made right again. Princess Zelda, let your wishes be known. Look, the castle! All the people have been turned to stone! They're all back to normal. The hat is breaking apart. It's overflowing with the power of life. The hat has the power to turn the thoughts of its wearer into reality. Vaati's heart was filled with evil, and that was reflected in what he became. But it seemed that Zelda's pure heart, coupled with the hat's power, has created a miracle. It looks like the time for us to part has come. The Minish door opens but once in 100 years, and it will soon close. I must return to my homeland soon. I know I've caused you so much suffering. But the evil one's power has withered. The power of Princess Zelda herself has restored the light to Hyrule. Well, Link, my journey with you was exciting to say the least. In fact, I'm more than just a little sad that we must part ways now. Please accept this. You know, I've never actually seen you wearing a cap until now. It suits you, little hero. Take care. Farewell, my friend. And that, everyone, is the end of Legend of Zelda: The Minish Cap. I've got to say, I love this game. It's not my favorite Zelda game by any means. Heck no, it's not even my favorite 2D Zelda. That goes to the Oracle games. But this is at least my third favorite 2D Zelda, with Link's Awakening becoming in the second, because I count the Oracle games as one game. As a game itself, it's very well done. While I hear it wasn't completely finished by the time it was released, they still did a damn good job. The soundtrack's fantastic, it looks fantastic for a Game Boy Advance game, and there's a lot of stuff to do in here. The Kinston fusions alone will probably take you a good hour more than it would usually. Even that's without the fast forward function that I would have in this. In fact, in terms of negatives, the Kinston fusions is about it, because if you miss them, you're pretty much screwed in terms of completion. So I recommend looking up a guide for that. Although I was kind of wrong about something. There are some Kinston fusions, and I mean some, like maybe 2 or 5, that are post-game exclusive. In fact, speaking of post-game, this is not the end of the game, even though it technically is. While you may not watch it, I will be making a bonus episode, likely... I'm not sure what day this is even going to be uploaded, so I'm not sure. Probably the day after this, or maybe the Monday after if it's a Friday. That is, in fact, the bonus post-game stuff, which is just some extra figurines, maybe some extra soundtrack stuff. The last collectible item that you can get as an upgrade, and my overall final thoughts on this project. In terms of the next Zelda game I plan to do for the channel, I'm thinking about doing Link's Awakening, actually, and then heading on over to the original one after that, because I want to get Zelda 1 done as soon as possible. There's Vaati. In terms of the timeline placement of this game, after this does in fact come Four Swords, then Ocarina of Time. So if you want to play the games in chronological order for some reason, you would have to move on to that one. And good luck finding a copy of Four Swords Adventures, because that's kind of hard to find. But this is an overall fantastic game. If you want to play it, you can either find a Game Boy Advance cartridge. Good luck, Keiji Inafune! I forgot he was in this, because Capcom did make the Game Boy and Game Boy Advance Zelda games. But if you don't want to go and find the Game Boy Advance cartridge, this is available for download on the 3DS eShop. I highly recommend it myself. An overall fantastic adventure that I'm sad doesn't have as much of a fan base as it should, because this got a really quiet release because the DS came out around the same time. Thus did Link's quest come to an end. But surely this is not the end of Zelda and Link's adventures in Hyrule. The legend will continue. As long as the power of the Light Force echoes throughout the ages. But with that, if you're not going to watch the bonus episode released, I'm going to need to end this Let's Play off here. Thank you guys for watching so much. Rate, comment, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. And I'll see you guys next Let's Play, whatever that may be. See you guys then, and have a great night, everyone.